Well, welcome to the bench. This is the Bench Warmer show, so we got so much to talk about. It is the divisional round, so a lot of people got knocked out. A lot of people I didn't expect to get knocked out got knocked out. And we're going to talk about my pathetic record in a minute. But before we can do that, I got to play something for you.
I'm at the bank making money, making moves. Machines with tools and drills making grooves. Missions impossible, that's lotsable. I'm upside down hanging like Tom Cruise.
All right, so we have gone through it. So now what we got to do now? We have to talk about the recaps. They thought you was going to win. You probably didn't. You probably didn't. So the Texans beat out the Bills 22-19. I will say that this game was it was exciting. It was really exciting. The Texans made some huge mistakes, especially in the first half. They failed to stop Josh Allen. It was a nightmare. They didn't make points until the third quarter. But with that being said, Deshaun Watson had one of the best plays I think we've seen all year. But
I didn't see the play. I heard about the play.
Okay.
Yeah, but they got a rough week ahead.
You heard about it, and you wasn't feeling it. But I mean, here's the play right here.
Watson, pressure off the edge. Watson survives it. And then checks down to Jones. Jones inside the 40, inside the 30, inside the 20, to the 10-yard line. Taiwan Jones. Deshaun Watson, magical. 34 yards.
Okay. All right.
He evaded two defenders. I would say he deserved the Superman at the end. That was pretty.
That was
pretty awesome. Before he pretty much got that run going, it was 16. Wasn't it 16-0?
Yeah. And I just knew Buffalo was gonna pull it out, but
I know you did, and I was smiling all the way, and that was the only game I got right. That was the only one I got right.
Now, after you showed me the play, I can now clearly see that it was a great play. Deshaun has great balance. That's why he got out of that play. So it was deserving at the moment.
Hating, you always hating.
I'm not hating. That's my game. I give good advice and I hate. That's my game. Come on, you never got it yet.
Skip.
They said they're going to put that in an Uno game.
I think they should. Skip. Yeah, I think you should. And they should also add in some of his other great phrases as well into Uno, like "Nerd." I think they should add that in.
I'm going to serve some fresh hot ales for y'all today. Let's go ahead.
I guess the curse continues. I guess.
It does. It does. Yeah.
The curse moves. That Titans versus the Patriots.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. I got that one right.
See, what you don't usually do is go against Tom Brady. Like, you don't go against playoff Tom Brady. Like, that's not a good bet. If we was in, Vegas, we would be betting on Tom Brady.
I think that was back then. Now, just like I had the same mindset. I'm not scared of the Patriots no more. I'm not scared of the Steelers no more. You see?
When he was on the ground a couple times, I could see it in his eyes that he was like, "I'm too old for this."
Yeah,
they sound like this.
And
his knees sound like my back door.
Because apparently his knees was sounding like that. Because Henry, his knees not sounding like that. Because he took that whole defense and put him on his back and ran into the goal line.
And I hate to be the bearer of the I told you.
I don't want to hear it.
No, at least
Zip it.
I love you. and everything about you, but you finna hold this hot L real quick. Because I told y'all that Derrick Henry was gonna run all through them boys. I told y'all he's gonna have 150 plus. And
you did,
and I was so proud of that. I was like, I'm gonna get her next week. We'll do a recap.
You did. I mean, Henry, he ran on that 3-4 defense like a vegan running from KFC. Like he just did so much.
Ooh, if
that
you guys could see my face.
I don't even know what to say. Like I feel like
I don't want no more chicken.
I love that comparison. I love that.
Yeah, but I don't even know what to say.
Shouldn't happen to you.
Yeah, I'm just so disappointed in Tom Brady. I do not like the Patriots. I do not like the Patriots, but the fact that this is the only time Tom
put you down. He let you
except
down.
for the time I had him on my fantasy league. Other than that, those are the only 2 times I ever rooted for Tom Brady. Henry did amazing. I can't knock him. Ryan Tannehill, not so much. I think he had 72 yards or something like that.
Yeah.
So we'll see, because I feel like we're going to get in an argument in a minute. But let's move on to the Vikings and the Saints. So the Vikings beat the Saints. Come on, Drew Brees. What is you doing to me? Like,
yeah.
You don't bet against Drew Brees.
All the old quarterbacks, they starting to fall. I said it.
It's a down year for the quarterbacks. I mean, and people who are Saints fans really gave Drew Brees the business. Yeah. Like if we got a guy on the and then is going on the new Fox affiliate that we're doing, is TJ Jones, and his podcast is called State of the Saints. Shout out to TJ.
Shout out to TJ.
Yeah, and he ripped Drew Brees a new one, and everybody that was
Drew Brees didn't do good though. He didn't.
Yeah, I heard it was bad. Yeah, I heard it was bad. It happens. It happens.
And that's the only game I didn't see. I don't think I
did not
watch it.
He did turn over the ball. He had a time management blunder. I think Drew Brees was 26 of 33, and he threw for 208 yards. So, I mean, he also had a fumble. So, it wasn't.
Yeah, and that fumble could have been in the critical part of the game. So, it doesn't matter if he has 1 fumble, 2 fumbles. It just depends on what time of the game did he have that fumble. So if he was at a critical point,
it was.
He's gonna catch that smoke.
I mean, but he did better than Kirk Cousins, who was 19 of 31 for 242 yards.
Maybe they got Dalvin Cook. So
that is true. That is true. Dalvin Cook had 94 yards and 2 touchdowns and 28 carries on his own. So he also picked Kirk Cousins up.
Yep.
And he put him on his back.
But
Drew Brees. Yeah, then Drew Brees he's an impending free agent. More than likely, the Saints will re-sign him. You think so? Yes. You think Drew Brees is done?
He should. Drew knows his body. He will determine whether or not he retires. We all
think he has creaky knees. He has creaky knees too. Yeah, him and Tom.
I think he has a case of WD-40 beside his bed. Yeah.
Him and Tom, they drink it in the morning. They like the 10 man. The Eagles lost. I'm not going to talk about it. It's just one.
Yeah, let that go.
Yeah. they
that shit is failed, baby. I'm telling you.
His very first playoff game.
And
then he gets a concussion.
The hand of God was on the Eagles. That's the reason why they made it to the Super Bowl and won. I mean, they had a good.
But the Seahawks, you can't completely knock the Eagles. They had the whole Toon Squad team after they got injured from the Monstars sitting on the bench, and they still was struggling. Like
did you say Toon Squad? Yo,
I was watching it.
Started getting into the real meat and potatoes. So Kansas City is going to bring them Texan boys up to Arrowhead. I don't know about this one. They did beat them back earlier in October. The Texans actually beat Kansas City, but Mahomes was coming off of a foot injury, and a couple of other people were not there. So what do you think?
But all good things must come to an end. That's how I put it.
I'm with Coach Gene on this one. Listen, man, my pick for this one is going to be Kansas City. Arrested Patrick Mahomes. I'm telling you, Deshaun's kryptonite is Patrick Mahomes. I promise. And they haven't played. They didn't play last week. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know, but my pick is Kansas City, man. But Deshaun played last week. Patrick didn't. So
that's true. So the momentum, even though you said momentum doesn't always matter, I think sometimes it does. I think the momentum does sometimes matter. I think Kansas City, if they limit Watson and like the rushing and passing,
it'll be a blowout.
They're done. Yeah. They're done. Like I think it's gonna be a blowout anyway.
How many times he got sacked last week? Like 7.
Number in football now: 7, 8, 9, 10. A lot.
I mean, because the Chiefs are like the greatest at stopping passing yards. They're 5th in the league. So because if they do the same thing they did last week and they fall behind, they not catching up.
I'm not catching up. No.
I think Kansas City. So you Kansas City or Texans?
Kansas City.
I think he know. I think he feel like he want to say the Texans.
No,
he want to say the Texans.
No, Kansas City.
You sure?
Hey,
all right.
Hey, E, I got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe in magic? That's what I just
I think he does. I think he's feeling it. Don't believe in magic. I did. They have a shot. I mean, if they can get their defense together and they can pressure Mahomes.
Not gonna happen.
Maybe. I don't know. But they're in Arrowhead as well. And that's one of the roughest places to play.
Somebody called the fat lady.
911. Somebody please call 911. Yeah, because they ain't going to win. And Green Bay versus Seattle. Who got this?
Yeah. Green Bay. I love Aaron Rodgers. And I believe he's the best.
That's not good enough.
Yes, it is. It's going to have to be in this case. Because Seattle, I hate Seattle. That and I hate Seattle. I mean, so.
I would have to go with Seahawks. I'm sorry. They just came off a win. They trying to get there. So
Russell is in his momentum. Yeah. He's in his. You just said momentum matters.
I didn't say that. I don't like Russ. I don't like Russ.
Why you don't like the little curly bush?
I don't know. Even though my son has a curly bush, and I just no. Well,
Sierra told him, "Don't you cut your hair."
You better not. I'll do a dance step on you.
Football.
Level up. Level up. Level up. Level up.
I don't know. Are they playing in Lambeau?
Yes, they are in Lambeau Field.
So it's
going to be upset
right now.
Well, I mean, I got some stats for you. So first of all, Russell struggles in colder weather. Just statistically speaking, in colder weather, he struggles. Seahawks have lost 8 straight to Green Bay. However, under Pete Carroll, only of those 3. It's only been 3 times. So he's 0-3 under Pete Carroll.
Okay.
Yeah, one of his worst games he's ever had in his career was on Lambeau. Yeah, it was rough. It was back in December of 2016. It was 38-10. He threw 5 interceptions in one game. He was trying to be Jameson before Jameson was Jameson.
I'm telling you, the frozen tundra is a place you just don't want to go at this time of the year. You just don't want to do it. And Green Bay they're silent.
Okay.
But they will beat the brakes off you if you're careful.
I don't know. Aaron Rodgers has been upset a couple times. I mean, the only reason why I'm gonna say yes because they are going into Lambeau Field. They are going at home, even though technically that's not really an advantage for Green Bay's defense because the defense is actually worse at home and giving up yards. So
you get the roar and the bell.
Yeah.
Double.
Yeah.
Biggie was that arrow.
Yeah, thank you, Biggie. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. And Marshawn didn't really do anything. Like, I think them Skittles is catching up. I think this is Skittles. And a sugar rush. Maybe
diabetes.
You got the sugar.
But I can tell you, this is what I believe too, is that if Marshawn is a bigger part of the game, Seattle could win this game.
We'll be right back after these messages. Thank you for listening to those messages and paying some bills. Let's get back into it. Know about that because he only made it to the end zone once last week. I mean, he had two big
Plus, he
carries.
wasn't a big. They wasn't calling his name that much.
I mean, I'm just. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If they flip the switch and give him more touches, and he's more part of the game plan, I just believe they have a chance. But I still don't believe they can beat Green Bay in Green Bay.
Yeah, I don't think improving their running game is going to win this, because again, you're going up against a quarterback who throws the ball. The Seahawks, if they can better protect Wilson, because he took a lot of hits too last week, so I don't know.
That's my toss-up game. I have an upset alert. I have a pick and an upset alert, and I have a toss-up game. This is my toss-up game.
49ers and the Vikings. Who are you calling guru?
49ers. Not by much, though.
Really? I think it's going to be a blowout.
Nope. Not going to be a blowout.
You don't think so?
No.
I think it's going to be a blowout.
Because Minnesota still has Dalvin Cook. So, no, I don't.
But that's a different defense. This is a different defense. They got Bosa.
No. I don't think Dalvin's going to. I don't know. But my pick is 49ers. Not by much, though. Maybe 3.
Okay.
Maybe a field goal.
Maybe field goal. Okay. What are you? No.
If Kirk plays the game like he did last week, it can be scary, and then it could go from being a close game into full blowout status as Kirk Cousins has a bad game.
I'm not sold on Kirk Cousins. I'm sorry. Ever since he was with the Redskins, and I'm just not. I'm not sold on Kirk Cousins. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You can't be my cousins, because I'm not.
Oh my God.
I'm not.
No.
I'm not.
I'm like you, Lisa. I'm 49ers. I never was a Kirk Cousins fan.
Yeah. Even when he was with them Skins, I just never felt like he was going to do anything.
I didn't like Kirk in college. You guys know.
God damn.
I didn't. Now you guys know I'm more of a college. I'm a college football guy.
Yeah.
So Kirk Cousins played at Michigan State. He sucked to me. And they won a couple of big games in college, but he was enough.
What's the guy's name? Is his name Toa?
Yeah.
What do you think about him declaring for the NFL? You think it's the right thing? Did he do the right thing?
Tua, he's a good quarterback. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. Do I think he's NFL ready?
Yeah.
No, I think he should wait. I think he should wait and do another year.
After that big injury, though?
Just to hone his craft. After a big injury, and then you go into a league where they're coming for that thing.
But you need to get your money first instead of getting it. Because what if he gets injured again? He don't get no check at all. But at least if he goes to the NFL.
So we chasing the bag? Are we chasing the bag? Yeah, go ahead and go. I mean, but we're talking about having a career that's productive and substantial in the league. So if he wants to go and make an impact on any team that drafts him, I would have waited another year and then go. Even after the injury, just to hone his craft. Like he's gonna get drafted by the Browns or somebody or whoever who's bad. I mean,
giving out a lot of cat meow awards tonight.
It's cats everywhere. There's so many cats.
The Cleveland Browns, man, is Death Valley for all quarterbacks. I promise you. If you go to Cleveland to be a quarterback, you're going. Look at Baker Mayfield. I hated commercials and everything.
Yeah.
Mayfield.
You hated his commercials? That is deep.
Oh yeah, I hate his commercials. Yeah.
Don't hate his commercials. Yeah, dislike his commercials.
Allegedly.
No, allegedly. I hate him. There's no allegedly there.
Listen, Baker. He strongly dislikes the commercial.
Listen.
Leave him alone. But yes, I'm going with the 49ers. So we all picked 49ers, even though I feel like the guru wanted to say Vikings. I feel like he felt it in his soul.
No, not in his soul. Somebody else's soul, but not in this one.
I could see it in his eyes.
I ain't Shang Tsung. I ain't nobody.
They flickered purple. They flickered purple like the Predator, and it's because we're about to talk about the Ravens. So the Ravens versus Tennessee. Yes. So this should be interesting.
Very.
He's sat back. He's breaking news. What news are you breaking, sir? What news are you breaking?
The breaking news is that Baltimore's on my upset list. They're on alert. They're on alert. That's it. I think they can. My pick is Baltimore. I'm just telling you that they're on upset alert because.
So we on upset reserves? Is that what that says?
If you don't stop, listen to me. Any Baltimore Raven fan who's listening, that includes you two and everybody else that's listening on the affiliate and everywhere else. If y'all don't stop Derrick Henry from running in the South, it's over. I'm telling you.
So here's the thing.
Okay, here we go.
Here's the
thing.
He
gotta clear. Let me clear my throat.
And that's been hold up. That's been the talk all week for the first couple 2 weeks. He's not the only person. That's the thing. You see what I'm saying? Stop Derrick Henry, and that was my fear.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, oh my God, he is huge. I didn't know how big this man was.
Big boy.
Yeah, he like a transformer.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is
Optimus Prime in this mother sucker.
I am Optimus Prime. And this is a message to the Autobots.
All the Autobots.
If they get ahead, if they get a lead first, that's one. They're going to have to stop Derrick Henry, but it's going to be a collective effort. You see what I'm saying? And I solely believe that's going to happen.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? If everybody is going to, it's going to take a couple of them to bring him down because the dude is huge.
He reminds me of Jamal Lewis. He reminds me of the modern day Jamal Lewis.
But bigger.
Jamal was a bad boy. Yeah, Jamal was a bad boy.
They had Derrick Henry.
In the same breath, I say they got to stop Derrick Henry. Tennessee has to stop Lamar Jackson in the same
Absolutely.
breath. And so let's not glaze over the fact that Lamar Jackson is the NFL MVP this year without a doubt. And when they pull this game out, I said when he pull this game out, that's going to cement that for him for the season. It's been talk all year, but if he wins this game,
he has to win it because he lost last year in the playoffs. Yeah.
They know that they have to stop Lamar Jackson,
and they scared. They're just as scared as we are. Yeah. I mean, and we were rivals in the 99 and the 2000s. This is not new. You know what I mean?
99 and the 2000s.
Yeah, in the 99 and the 2000s. This is not new.
Fact.
History does not repeat itself because we knocked a 6th seed, Baltimore, knocked off the number 1 seed, Tennessee Titans. So please don't let history repeat itself.
I can tell you this. I'm going to have you guys on speed dial. If something goes awry.
I'm not going to answer my phone. I'm just letting you know.
I'm not going to call you. No. What I'm going to do, and I've already got it planned out. I've already called the police station up there in Baltimore. Please go check on Ernest Harris and Wheatfield. Please, just make sure they sit the light on in the house. I mean, just go check on them. That's what
I think it's going to be a knockdown, drag out.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is going to not be a pretty game. I don't think that this is going to be a pretty game. Like, I know some people are saying that Baltimore is going to beat by 14 points or more. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily do that on the spread. I think this game is going to be real close. I think this is going to be one of those games that Justin Tucker is going to, Justin.
You're going to do Justin. Yeah.
He's going to win this game. Marks are questionable, Mark Andrews and Mark Ingram, but I think we can still pull it out even with Gus the Bus. I don't think we necessarily need Mark Ingram in order to win this game. Even though he probably will play, but in a limited capacity.
Yeah, and Gus got off last week. That was the thing. He got off.
He did against a very hungry Steelers team. And he still got the job done. Everybody picking the Ravens, or are you picking Tennessee?
I'm picking the Ravens. But they don't upset alert. I told you that. I said I'm picking the Ravens.
He's trying to be safe.
I'm just trying to trick this out of you so that you can really say what you really mean.
He's saying Tennessee. That's how it's going. It's rolling off his tongue like that.
When we speak slowly and clearly, I know my speech can run a little fast.
Go ahead.
The Ravens
Tennessee
is my pick. However, they are on upset alert because they could very well lose this game. I'm sending the law after y'all if y'all lose.
I'm gonna need you to. I mean, because we do have some weaknesses. The Ravens, we got some weaknesses. Our rush defense is weak. But I'm
praying for y'all.
I expect Peters and Humphreys and Thomas to
step up. To step up, especially Peters.
Yeah, Hi, Gene. How are you?
I'm doing well. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yeah. Yes, we can hear you. So we want to.
I like that. All right.
You like the earbuds?
Yeah.
He's fancy. We like fancy over here, but
I had to be mobile tonight, so you know.
Yeah.
Okay, we can appreciate that. Are you in Atlanta?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. So he's probably Falcons.
No, I'm a Tampa Bay fan actually.
Oh, I feel so sorry.
That's my dude.
On a regular.
Yeah. James had a bad year, but it's okay. He's gonna come back next year.
What do you mean? He said he's amazing.
Listen. I'm not gonna give my soapbox about Jameis Winston because I personally love him. I don't think it was a bad year overall, but he definitely threw way too many picks.
Way too many.
When you throw just as many touchdowns as you do interceptions, we gotta have a conversation.
There was three more. Not 30 for 30, it's 33 for 30. That's why I try to keep telling people,
But if that was a test, he still would have failed.
We put so much emphasis on numbers. It don't really matter. He had a good,
No.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting
bit about. We're jumping ahead a little bit about the Ravens, the Baltimore Ravens, since they're the number 1 seed. And I saw the video of you in one of the Ravens groups, and you had some tips for the Ravens of how they could potentially beat the Titans with that dominant running back they have in Henry. What can the Ravens do in order to ensure that they pull this one out?
Well, I'll say this for the Ravens: the easiest way to stop Derrick Henry is to go to Tennessee, kidnap him, throw him in the trunk.
I said the same thing.
That's the easiest way to do it. However, schematically, they run a very similar 34 defense to what the New England Patriots run. The difference is, and what I was saying in my video is that the Patriots were setting themselves up for double teams. So if you look, a lot of the games, those 3 down linemen that they have were all facing double teams, and essentially they were getting blown off the ball. And 600 pounds is more than 300 pounds. So whenever you've got 2 offensive linemen blocking 1 defensive lineman who's trying to get off of the block, he's steadily losing ground, and that gives Derrick Henry not only running lanes, but allows him to get a full head of steam. And we all know that once 6'4", 240 pounds gets a full head of steam, it's going to be really hard to stop him. And that's what was happening. Defensive backs did not want to hit Derrick Henry. I don't think that'll be the case. The Ravens defensive back, there's no punking them. Like they're going to come and they're going to keep hitting you.
Yeah.
One thing that I think that they should do schematically is set themselves up to where they're making piles and they're making Derrick Henry act as if he is a scat back, and that's when he's at his worst, when he's going east to west.
East-west.
So if they get him on that stretch play, because that's their favorite play this year, is the outside zone stretch play. If they get him to bounce that instead of hitting hold or cutback, they're going to have a much higher opportunity to be successful than the Patriots did.
Okay, so you're saying make Ryan Tannehill have more than 72 yards?
Well, I mean, if he's capable of having more than 72 yards in the postseason. Everybody wanted.
Shot fired.
And look, so many people wanted to jump on the Ryan Tannehill bandwagon after, a season where, let's be real about it, the AFC South never been that great.
Yeah.
So he's doing things versus minimal competition. He's had success when there was no pressure on him. He had nothing to lose. Well, guess what? Fans in Tennessee actually think this team has a chance to win a Super Bowl. So now there's pressure. And the guy across from you, he doesn't just think he's the best in the league. He's the best in the league. So,
did you hear that? Did you hear that, Guru? Did you hear it?
That's what it is.
I heard it.
Hey, look, you got to call it.
I heard it.
We'll be right back after these messages. Thank you for listening to those messages and paying some bills. Let's get back into it.
When you're one of the tops in passing and one of the tops in rushing, it's kind of hard to deny how good you are. And people who said, "Oh, well, we didn't see this coming," I go, "Didn't you watch him in college? He was one of the tops in passing in college and one of the tops in rushing in college. Did you watch him in high school? He was one of the tops in passing in high school, one of the tops in passing tops in passing, tops in rushing when it came to high school." So he's just now doing what he's done to these same peers his entire life in the NFL.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I agree with that. I'm just trying to get the Guru to understand that because he's not sold.
Listen, there's no reason for him to be sold yet. If he's not sold, there's no reason for him to be sold yet. But, the proof of the pudding is in the tasting. And, Tennessee is probably going to get a whole lot to taste this weekend.
I agree with that. And we're not going to hold you. We're not going to hold you too long. But I do have a question for you because the one game besides the Ravens game that I'm really interested in seeing because I think it's going to be a bloodbath is San Francisco, those 49ers against the Vikings. Do they have any shot at all?
Who, the 49ers or the Vikings?
The Vikings.
Yeah. So here's the thing, like, the 49ers defense is really good. The Vikings have to rely on a quarterback that I wouldn't trust. But I don't trust Jimmy Garoppolo either. So,
okay. Wow.
They're mirror images of each other. They're both in the same boat. They both have quarterbacks that you don't really know what you're going to get. They both have excellent running games. They both have tight ends that are some of the best in the game. Actually, the two tight ends for the Vikings, Rudolph and Alabama. His name eludes me right now. The backup, he's a rookie this year. That's probably one of the best tight end combinations in the league. And then you have that monster Kittle down there over there in San Francisco. He's a monster. But I think it's going to come down to which quarterback plays the best. I think whichever quarterback plays the best is probably the team that's going to win. Because both teams are more than capable of shutting the other team down.
I love this guy.
Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely. How can people follow you?
I mean, I'm on every social media at Gene Clemens. My YouTube channel is Coach Gene Clemens. I do a lot of breakdowns and really try to give coaches and people who are just interested in the game from an X's and O's standpoint an opportunity to see how I do. I do a lot of writing for footballgameplan.com. I'm a journalist and an athlete by trade. So
okay, what position? What sport do you play?
I played tight end. Played tight end in college. Well, receiver for 2 years, and then I moved to tight end. And I played basketball in college for 2 years and ran track for 2 years before I just stuck with football. But yeah, footballgameplan.com is where you can find a lot of my writing at. And check me out on my YouTube channel, Coach Gene Clemens. Like and subscribe. Really appreciate it.
Right.
Okay, well, we appreciate you.
I'm going to go ahead and, before you go, Coach Gene, I'm going to say this. I'm going to call Cincinnati. I'm going to call them. I got stroke, right? I'm going to call them up. I'm going to be like, yo, there's a coach down there in Georgia. I need to go ahead and hire him.
I'm going to tell you the truth. I love Cincinnati. I used to live in Ohio. I actually used to coach at Urbana University.
Oh, wow.
See?
Cincinnati. While I like Cincinnati, I don't know about Zach Taylor. I don't know who gave that guy that job, but he's got some work to do.
I mean, that's in your contract, man. Fire his ass.
We can make that happen.
You can make it work, yeah. We appreciate you, and we will certainly be reaching back out, so you will be hearing from us indefinitely.
Anytime. It'd be awesome to have getting on with y'all, and I look forward to doing it again.
Absolutely. And before you go, so what are your picks just off the chain, real quick?
I think I guess I'll go 49ers. I'll go Ravens. I think Seattle gets the upset, and what's the
Kansas City and Texans?
Yeah, Kansas City. Excuse me, Kansas City because like at some point Deshaun Watson has to be human, right? At some point he just has to be a regular human being, and the rest of their team just doesn't seem like they want to play as much as he does. So
that's true, and they did beat him already. So we'll see what happens. Well, we appreciate you for coming on. Thanks so much.
Thanks for being on.
Thank you. Y'all have a great night.
You as well. See, I told you the Ravens is gonna win. I told you that. You don't listen.
I'm not saying okay.
I'm just saying the expert has said, but we should the NFL protect running quarterbacks better.
They are, aren't they? Didn't they have a new rule?
Yeah, I mean, they changed the rule, but now that there are more of them, do you think that they should go above and beyond for that? Because people are coming to see these dynamic quarterbacks, and they're not going to last long if they don't come up with better rules to protect them.
I think.
Look at what happened to Carson Wentz. Like, we got to do better. I mean, the refs kind of brushed that under the rug.
They should, especially, they do have the new rule. You can't, what is it? Once you tackle a quarterback, you can't stay on them for so long. That's a penalty.
Out of all the quarterbacks in the NFL, how many of them are considered running quarterbacks? I think real controversial right now.
Don't say they all running quarterbacks.
No. Because so out of all the running QBs in the NFL, how many of them are black?
Pretty much all of them. I mean,
you think with the NFL's record, that they're going to change anything to protect a black running quarterback?
Real. God damn.
You're right. It got deep.
Ooh.
I'm just saying.
You're right. I mean, this kind of brings up the Rooney Rule. Is it BS? Is it BS?
It didn't start out as BS.
Okay.
It didn't start out that way. But the way society is just like everything has changed. Society has changed everything that was once good. I mean, the Rooney Rule was put into place for NFL teams to at least interview a black coach. And now, I think the Rooney Rule came back into the news when the Giants hired that wide receivers coach who's never coached in a meaningful game. And now he was with the
Patriots though.
But he was the wide receivers coach. Listen, you ain't even been an OC. Can you be an OC first? And then you get the coach. Isn't there a certain carousel you gotta go through, like wide receiver, and then you be
apparently not. The Browns did it.
See, and look what happened. Where Freddie Kitchen at the house,
home in the kitchen.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so we're not. Come on, this is chess, not checkers. But you made this wide receiver coach a head coach. Mm-hmm. He took about three or four rungs on the ladder. Now he's a head coach in the biggest media market in the country.
Yeah.
What are you saying about your franchise?
That's true, because they said he blew him away. I was like, what did he do? He came and said, "We're gonna win." Oh my God.
Well, he might have. Never mind. Because I know what would have came behind that. Allegedly.
Yes, alleged.
But when I heard about that hiring in New York, I said, "Wow, you would rather hire someone who isn't battle tested,
right,
versus interviewing Marvin Lewis, or
right.
And those folks."
Yeah.
You wouldn't even interview these people.
Wow. Right.
And
he did get an interview with the Cowboys, but I think it was just to say they were going to interview a black candidate.
But see, that's the Rooney Rule is starting out as good. It's complete garbage. I'm with Stephen A. Smith on this. Shout out to Stephen A. Smith. It's complete garbage now. So now what? So you'd rather hire this man who's not about that versus interviewing and hiring someone who is quality. I mean, you look, Ron Rivera and Mike Tomlin are the only two coaches of color still coaching.
Mm-hmm. So. Just sad because it's 90. What is it, like 60% black? Mm-hmm. The NFL.
Mm-hmm. Something like that. Yeah.
And no owners.
No owners yet.
No black owners
yet. Until Jay-Z buy a franchise, it's coming.
You think Jay-Z gonna buy it?
Yeah. Yeah, somebody said that. They said Jay-Z is considering.
No.
Yeah.
He's considering to give Cap a job.
Mm-hmm. I don't think so. I don't think so. I really don't. But I just can't believe Joe Judd did get that job, especially over Marvin Lewis, because that's absolutely ridiculous. Of course, the Carolina Panthers, they picked up the Baylor's coach. I think it's like Matt Rule or something like that. Then you have Mike McCarthy from the former Packers.
He's in Dallas.
He's in Dallas. Yeah, and then Ron.
But I did read something about, they said black assistant coaches are starting to feel some type of way.
They should.
Oh yeah.
They should.
Yeah, I did read that. It was like a glimpse. I didn't go into it. It was on Facebook, but they said that assistant black coaches are starting to feel some type of way.
They should.
Yeah, because if they don't get Ben-Ami in Cleveland, we got a problem.
Yeah.
He said, call them up. We got a problem.
Yeah, if they don't get Ben-Ami over there, we got a problem. Yeah. Or Marvin. I forgot Marvin still not working. Marvin.
He should hang it up. I mean, because
even though I don't know how he stayed in the Bengals so long.
16 seasons? He stayed with Cincinnati. And he sucks.
Don't say that.
I'm sorry.
Allegedly. Hashtag.
Do you think, where's Tom Brady going? Is Tom Brady staying with the Patriots? Is Tom Brady leaving?
As selfish as Tom Brady is, he'll come back.
Yeah.
Selfish?
Yeah.
I would say he's not. Tom Brady has not taken this huge payday just so he can have like a bomb team. I don't know if he's selfish.
Can we be honest for a second?
I don't know. Can we?
What else does Tom Brady have to prove?
Yeah.
What else?
Yeah.
Nothing. He didn't win.
He's got 6 rings. 6, was it 5? How many rings he got? 6?
6.
He's got 6 rings. He created a dynasty in New England.
Thanos.
You are right. Snap the fingers. Tom, it's been great, bruh. We've hated you lovingly. Don't sit down someplace.
I think allegedly. I think he it's in him. It's in his blood. He want to come back.
He just don't want to sit home.
Got Giselle at the house, bruh. Go on, have a seat.
Not like they strapped for money, because Giselle is still modeling.
Yeah.
He got 6 rings. You see what I'm saying? That's not the issue. I think you're right, Lise. He just don't want to sit home, or he just has something to prove. I want one more time. Just one more time.
I guess he wants to solidify that record. He wants to make sure that no one else can beat it. Like,
he's already the GOAT. Nobody's gonna beat it. The only who got the most rings besides New England right now? Is it Pittsburgh?
Yeah, Pittsburgh. He has more. Yeah. He's tied with Pittsburgh, if I'm not mistaken.
The only thing that I can see Tom coming back for is to get that 7th. Now, when he gets that 7th, then he'll sit. But I think he should go ahead because he's getting older. Long season.
Like I said before, and I'm gonna say this again. I know I sound like a broken record, but this is a young sport. You're starting to see it more. You see what I'm saying? With Lamar Jackson, you're starting to see it with the what's the guy? Bills, the Buffalo Bills quarterback. Watson.
No, it's Deshaun.
Deshaun Watson. You starting to see it more. So with these old, I hate to say it, they ran the course. They set the way. They paved the way.
Yeah, don't pull a Brett Favre where you don't get your walk off because you came back because you was too old. Like he had a great season before he retired, but the next year he sucked. So I mean, you don't want to have that year. Didn't he just kind of like walk off? Like he didn't get like this big farewell when he went to. Didn't he go to the Vikings?
Who, Brett?
Brett, yeah.
No, he didn't get us enough. Like normally when they have. When a quarterback retired, they do the farewell tour. They do it in the NBA. They do it in baseball. But they didn't do it for Brett because Brett was so unstable.
Yeah, I think that was it. And he stayed too long. How old was he? Was 40? I think. You
overstayed your welcome.
And then they said that Tom was considering going to another team. I don't even see that.
Oh no, that'll never happen.
You know, being a Patriot for so long, that's all he know. The chemistry between him and Belichick is, oh my God, Belichick do without Tom Brady. You see what I'm saying? So
the same thing the Patriots did before they came. They was in the toilet before Tom Brady came. I mean, like it's just how it is. He just got to deal with it. But I if he does leave, he would have to go to a team that already is somewhat set because his time is limited. Yeah. So I would say, Chicago, the Bears.
Oh my God, no, that'd be so weird.
Why? They have a bomb ass defense. The only thing that they really missing is that offensive component.
Yeah.
No, I just said it would be awkward to see him in another jersey.
Well, anybody's better than Trubisky in Chicago, so yeah. Allegedly.
God damn.
Allegedly. But yeah, I would see maybe the Bears. Maybe the Bears. Maybe somewhere warm because he's older. Allegedly.
Go to the Raiders.
No.
Yeah, I agree with you.
It would take. Yeah, I was about to say it would take too long for him to rebuild that team, and he just don't have the time.
He got the time. I want to talk about Kendrick Perkins.
Okay.
A little bit of NBA talk before we get out here.
Okay.
Did y'all read the tweet?
No,
Kendrick Perkins. Kendrick Perkins was dogging KD, of course, and was like,
"Oh yeah."
Yeah. So I'm with Shannon from Undisputed, and he said that
skip.
I agree. Shout out to Shannon Sharp, greatest NFL.
We love Shannon. We make fun, but we love Shannon, which I think Shannon as a tight. I'm just gonna leave that alone.
Skip. Yeah, but yeah, Kendrick Perkins is kind of off his rocker, but at the same time, KD had an epic clap back to his tweet. I don't know if you read that. But he was talking about how KD.
Let me pull it up. Let me pull up the tweet so I could have it and I could put it. I don't think I can put it on the screen though.
Boy, but our starting center had 2 points, 3 rebounds.
Wow, it's a lot of. Jesus.
Way to go, champ! You know what I'm saying? So
like Jesus.
Epic. So people, if you're retired from the NFL, if you're retired from the NBA, keep your mouth shut, man.
I agree with that.
I'll just talk about LeBron. I'm in that group we're in.
Well, I left.
You left it?
Yeah, I left.
Because it's always Mike and LeBron.
Thank you. And that's why I left. That's exactly why the fuck I left.
Well, he has a whole nother, he don't really care about that. He got a whole nother outside person that he thinks is the best of all time. But we're not going to get into that.
People were talking.
I'm a LeBron because
I know.
I'm a LeBron James fan.
I'm so sorry.
No, and that's the thing. If
you're
a fan, you're a fan. But I just get tired of every single day I wake up. Who's the best person? LeBron or Michael?
Dude got too many tweets.
There's a couple of epic ones though.
Yeah, he got a lot of tweets.
Who cares?
It's every day. It's every day.
Yeah, every day. Like, come on. Like, eat a sandwich. Damn.
They have a goat
What's
for
the
every
best
era.
cheese?
Yeah, they have a goat for every era. Bill Russell.
Like Gouda or Gorgonzola. God damn. Like, come on.
It was Bill Russell in the 60s. It was Kareem. Was it Kareem in the 70s? No. Kareem in the 70s. Magic in the 80s.
Oh, Kobe, here it is.
Read that tweet out.
Okay, so Kendrick Perkins, I don't know if this is in order or not, but it says, in about 30 minutes, I'm going to give my opinion on at SportsCenter on why I believe that Russell Westbrook is the best player to have ever put on an OKC Thunder jersey. He is Mr. Thunder. Okay. Then it says KD lost in the second round without Russ when I was there. So what that mean? Kevin Durant chimes in. Yeah, our starting center at Kendrick Perkins averaged a whopping 2 and 3 during that series. You played hard, though, champ. LOL. Boy, Kendrick Perkins coming back. Boy, stop. Oh, he's up. You did the weakest move in the NBA history. Up on a team 3-1 in the Western Conference Final, and then go join them the following season. Heart of a champion right there. And then KD says, weak is starting at center. Playing real minutes with no production. Should have worked on your skills as much as I did.
I tell you, they got real catty because people are always talking. Because Kevin been catching smoke since he left Oklahoma City to go to Golden State. He made the best move for him, and I stand behind that.
The best move for him. What time? Because he always be running.
Because he ain't running from nothing. OKC was going backwards in the franchise. That was losing, and so he had to do his best for him. He wanted a championship. So what did he do? He's gonna go to a place where he knew he could get a ring. He got 2 of them.
Right. All right, but I mean, Perkins is not wrong. You are like, they was already winning without you. Like, they would have still won without you. So it's not like,
I am like anybody else to say. Kendrick's opinion, that's his opinion, and I will defend to the death for him to give his opinion. But shut up.
You right.
Shout out Kendrick Perkins. I love you to death, brother, but shut up. Your opinion didn't mean that. You were a whopping 2 and 3. You didn't do a whole lot. You're not an Elton Brand or whoever else in the league that meant something to their team. Who were you? Then you left OKC, went to
but
Boston.
Only the superstars matter, though. Exactly. So if only the superstars matter. I mean, so why can't he talk? He knew he wasn't a superstar. Like,
you trying to make news? You trying to chase clout? Listen, stay off that. The only other person outside of a superstar that should be that caught a lot of news was freaking Scottie Pippen because he was Jordan's right hand man, right?
Right.
Kendrick Perkins, sit.
And he cheated on his wife a couple of times.
Head down. He did.
Allegedly.
Kendrick Perkins, please have a seat, sir. Go on down there to the Madhouse on Madison, the Chicago Bulls arena, and have several seats, sir. And just in succession. Sit.
We're coming to a stadium near you.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And Mr. Perkins, you can talk. You can say what you want. Allegedly. Okay? Allegedly, you can say what you want.
Stay relevant, brother.
He also left the Golden State as well, because he said somebody was picking on him or whatever,
Well, Draymond was picking on him. Draymond called him a bitch in the locker room, didn't he?
Okay. You a whole grown ass man.
Look him, because we got as a grown ass man, we got choices. Because he either could have.
But Brooklyn, though?
He could have burned the whole tree because Kyrie went there. So they're trying to create in the East what they got in the West. So you got Kyrie, KD, and whoever else they got in Brooklyn to create that same stupid
exactly
in the West. Just trying to make a point here. I'm just saying.
Exactly, because if I'm not mistaken, my other dude is on the top of the East, and that would be the Milwaukee Bucks. Greek freak.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He might be going to Golden State.
That was I saw that.
Mm-hmm. If he go to there, I'm done. I'm done with Steph Curry.
Yeah,
I'm done with him.
Did you see the Kid Gowie's video about that?
Yeah,
that thing was hilarious.
Hey, shout out to the kid. But thank you for tuning in because you've been benched. So you got to come back because it's the Benchwarmers show, benches. We got all of you benches. Okay.
I like that. She been practicing.
Yeah. You know, I was in the mirror. I was like, "You smart," and you.
You important.
You important. You is loyal. Yeah, I love it.
I baked a pie and everything. Yes, we will be back for you. But yeah, join us on the bench next time. Bye.
Hey.
Peace.